Writing an engaging game story and narrative involves crafting compelling characters, intriguing plotlines, and immersive storytelling elements that captivate players and keep them invested in the game world. Here are steps to help you write an engaging game story and narrative. Define your narrative goals. Start by defining the goals and objectives of your game's narrative. Consider the genre, themes, tone, and intended emotional experience you want to evoke in players. Establish clear storytelling goals that align with the overall vision of the game. Create memorable characters. Develop multidimensional characters with unique personalities, motivations, and backstories. Create protagonists, antagonists, allies, and supporting characters that players can relate to, empathize with, or love to hate. Give characters depth and complexity through their dialogue, actions, and relationships. Craft a compelling plot. Create a compelling and well-structured plotline that hooks players from the beginning and keeps them engaged throughout the game. Develop a central conflict, rising action, plot twists, and climactic moments that drive the story forward and create tension and excitement. Incorporate elements of mystery, suspense, and intrigue to keep players guessing. Establish a strong setting. Set your game in a rich and immersive world with its own history, culture, and lore. Develop detailed settings, locations, and environments that provide context and depth to the narrative. Use descriptive language and world-building elements to bring the setting to life and make it feel authentic and believable. Use environmental storytelling. Incorporate environmental storytelling elements into your game world to enhance the narrative experience. Use level design, environmental cues, and visual storytelling techniques to convey information, foreshadow events, and immerse players in the story without relying solely on dialogue or cutscenes. Write engaging dialogue. Craft engaging and authentic dialogue that brings your characters to life and advances the plot. Write dialogue that reflects each character's personality, voice, and motivations, and use naturalistic language that resonates with players. Incorporate humor, drama, and emotional moments to add depth and complexity to conversations. Offer player choice and agency. Provide players with meaningful choices and consequences that impact the outcome of the story. Incorporate branching narrative paths, dialogue options, and moral dilemmas that allow players to shape the direction of the plot and the fates of the characters. Give players a sense of agency and ownership over their journey through the game world. Balance exposition and action. Balance exposition and action in your game's narrative to maintain pacing and momentum. Introduce important story elements gradually over time, interspersed with moments of gameplay, exploration, and discovery. Avoid overwhelming players with too much exposition or slowing the pace of the game with excessive dialogue or cutscenes. Create emotional resonance. Create emotional resonance with your players by crafting moments of drama, tension, and catharsis throughout the narrative. Develop characters and situations that evoke empathy, sympathy, or excitement in players, and use storytelling techniques such as foreshadowing, symbolism, and character arcs to build emotional connections. Iterate and polish. Iterate on your game story and narrative through prototyping, playtesting, and iteration. Gather feedback from players, analyze their responses, and make adjustments based on their experiences and preferences. Continuously refine and polish your narrative to ensure it resonates with players and delivers the desired emotional impact. By following these steps and incorporating creativity, storytelling techniques, and player feedback into your writing process, you can create an engaging game story and narrative that immerses players in a compelling and memorable experience.